Improving education or tearing apart a community.
I got a phone call, it was in April of 2009, from a lady saying she was a commercial real estate broker and that she represented the Dallas Independent School District and that they were interested in my property. They wanted to know if I was interested in selling. I said no. And they were like, well, how much would it take to make you interested? And I said, it's not a matter of money, I'm not interested in selling.
The school district has essentially said in the past they are simply providing fair market value for the homes. They need this land to extend this school.
They did what I've heard called a drive-by appraisal. And what they essentially did was just pull it off the tax rolls. And it didn't take into account the business at all. They basically were just looking at a real estate transaction. They offered me $630,000. In researching, we found a piece of property, not near as good a piece of property, not near as well located, not near as central. And when we put the pencil to it for new buildings, just to duplicate what we had, we came up with about $4 million or so. We have 24 people that work at the greenhouse. That's 24 families there. We have a number of vendors that depend on us because we buy so much from them. And then we have several thousand customers that depend on us. 3,000 customers, if they average 10 employees across the board, we're talking 30,000 people. It could have a huge economic effect, negative effect, if we were to go out of business.
The advantage of this campus is we already have 3.5 acres. That's basically almost half of what we needed. So we could impact less amount of property. We could impact less homeowners.
3.5 acres has worked there for 101 years, and this is the first anybody's heard they need more land. There's a number of locations, but the one that makes the most sense is there's an empty elementary school in the area called Fannie C. Harris. It's already on a good-sized piece of land, and it's surrounded on 3 sides by vacant property that would be very inexpensive to purchase, wouldn't displace anybody, and it would take very little money to build on that site. It would not be next to where it would be taken out by the widening of the freeway. It would not be affected by bad groundwater because that's not a problem there, and it would be out of the crime area. I mean, there's every good reason to build there and not build at the other location. We have a lot of customers that have shown great concern and have been very proactive in this. There are some that haven't, and I think they just haven't fully realized what would happen if we were gone. I don't think they've maybe allowed themselves to think about it. Maybe they're so busy they just haven't taken the time to think about it. But there's a lot of customers out there that haven't written letters yet or made phone calls and been active, and I don't think they've fully realized the impact on their businesses if something were to happen to us.